What is up, y'all? Not the beautiful people tonight, but we are the Salt Shakers. We got a chance to talk to the beautiful people earlier today, so make sure you check that out. But we are here tonight to talk about all things Impact on Access TV with the number one Impact Access TV post show on Women's Wrestling Talk, the number one women's wrestling show on the planet. Let's get to it.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the number one women's wrestling show on the planet.
That is right, Women's Wrestling Talk, the number one women's wrestling show on the planet. We were just here on Monday, but the Salt Shakers are back. Santana's in the building, our EIC, the original of WWT. Honey,
Sometimes people, gravitate to what's already been made established and, you know, try to get in where they fit in it, of course.
step your cookies up. Step your cookies up. I've been in the boardroom all day. I ain't seen nobody working.
Nobody.
But we the Salt Shakers are always here working here at Women's Wrestling Talk.
Mm-hmm.
It has been a wild month. I don't even know the last time we celebrated the last day of the month here at Impact Wrestling. So we're
This
gonna dive
month,
into it. This is episode 998. 998. It's crazy. Of Impact Wrestling. We start off, of course, with BTI. We have to know what's going on from last week in case you missed it with Josh and Gia Miller, of course, breaking down everything for us. But we get to the match. Drilla taking on Kushida. Come on now. Now, I know Kushida has a lot of outside influence when it comes to outside of Impact, but he belongs to Impact Wrestling. So there was no way that I thought that he would get, come on. He can't lose.
Absolutely not, especially when he's holding that prize around his neck. Um, Fuck Drilla because you're part of the Bullet Club with David Finley, so automatically you're an enemy. So
Yeah.
the only people that are safe is Chris Bay and Ace Austin.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. That's it because you can't be trusted.
No.
But what can be trusted is, for the most part, you may see a knockouts main event, but you also may see a knockouts opener. The knockouts number one contender battle royal took place tonight. So many different places, so many different faces, too.
Mm-hmm.
There was one. Did you get her name?
I think her name.
I think her name was like Van.
It was like Vanna Black or Vanna Blue.
I wanted to.
That's what I think her name was. As for what I feel like I could
Okay,
remember.
Vanna Black. You were right.
Yeah.
Yes. Good. Yeah.
I ain't got my buzzing on here to, my DJ.
Shout out to, she was not included in the graphic, which made a lot of people think that could it be somebody else. But we did have Jessica, Courtney Rush, Killer Kelly, Masha Slamovich, Kylan King, Giselle Shaw, Savannah Evans, Jody Threat, and our winner, which we'll get into a little later because we have to break down a few things. Alicia Edwards, everybody. Crazy as hell. A few notable points. We did see an elimination by Savannah and Giselle Shaw helping each other to eliminate MK Ultra. Now, I know this isn't a tag team match, but I want to ask the chat and I want to ask you, does this kind of give them an opportunity at the titles?
I mean, If they want to book it that way, then yeah. But I
Would
think
you,
they're
if you were the booker, would you give him a title chance?
because they eliminated them.
Just, yeah, pretty
No,
much.
no. You think you deserve a title shot because you eliminated champions?
I don't think they deserve, but
Or
I
you,
do
or like
think
you pinned them. You know what I'm saying?
that's true. That's fair.
No. Anybody could have done that. It's a battle royal. Like they were gonna get, somebody had to win.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
somebody had to get eliminated.
That's true.
It'll be
A good
different if like
spot.
a tag match, and then they get pinned. Like, all right, okay, cool. You know,
Yeah,
you get a title shot. But a battle royal, it was every woman for themselves.
it was.
Even
Even
though
with
there were
TLC.
tag teams in there, it was
Yeah,
still every woman for themselves. Well, every knockout for themselves. So
yeah.
unfortunately, it just had to be Alicia Edwards to, uh, win.
Yeah.
I saw a lot
We
of
did
people
have
like,
a
This is her opponent.
we did have a elimination. King eliminated Jessica. Threat
Mhm,
eliminated Evans,
mhm.
which we got down to the final of Colin King and Jody Thought. That's what
All the redheads.
I said. Jody thought Jody Threat. We thought it was gonna be the ending, but Lish comes out of nowhere. This is this is this is so crazy. Because last Victory Road, do you remember the match that she was having
Yeah, she had a match with Ty Valkyrie on the pre-show,
on the pre-show?
and
I
she
don't even think it was. I don't even think it was an
no, it was
air.
like no, it was just like one of those dark type
Yeah,
matches or whatever. Because it's actually Killer Kelly and Tasha that was on Victory Road pre-show, well, kickoff, countdown, whatever. And Lish last year, Lish was very much known for being the girl who was on BTI and
that's true.
having classic matches with Savannah Evans. You know,
Yeah,
like every chance she got, she was having a digital exclusive matches, and things like that. So like,
yeah,
unless she was taking loss of the loss of the loss, and I feel like now that I guess Lish has found her way or whatever, and she aligned herself with her husband, and things have just been going in her favor. To be exact, I don't necessarily know if I think this will be the first time that Lish has ever challenged for knockout title, or has she but once before?
I think she's been a part of. I'm almost certain she's at least been in a couple title.
I, I can't
represent-
I can't recall
Not
as far as like
recently.
singles. Like, is
Not
this the first
recently.
time
No.
for her for singles wise? I know she didn't like tag or whatever, but as far as
You know.
like,
You know who
so
we're
I
gonna
think this
have?
is her first. I think this is Lish's first singles title shot at the Knockouts Championship.
I'm
Like
gonna check.
I've never seen her have like an opportunity. She's always done like tag or whatever. But as far as like you know, singles wise, no. She hasn't. I don't think she has at all whatsoever. But this is her first opportunity. Will she gain the victory? I do not think so. By no means necessary. But I mean, it is a good turnaround for Lish, for someone who was kind of just used as a girl to just have a match with,
Yeah.
you know, versus now she's, full circle. She's she's getting her first title shot, which I think is great for her. And I think that with Lish, she is a great wrestler. Even Jessica said that Lish may be a little woman, but she's very hard hitting.
She
And
is.
I feel like her and Trinity would have a great match at Victory Road for this title. And I think it's going to be quite interesting to see how this plays out. But shout out to Lish, though. I salute you, girl.
I think it might be. It might be the first time.
First one? Yeah.
I know she's been in Impact for quite the time,
Yeah.
so it could be a like they do they they do them throw off matches. I know she was never in the match with Deanna,
Yeah.
like with that title on the line, and I don't think she's ever faced Mickey James.
Yeah.
So this would be a really good opportunity, and if
It is.
it is her first opportunity, this is a story.
Very much so.
because Trinity's gonna have to protect her title
Of course.
from Lish because if Lish is willing to do that much for Eddie just to beat Frank,
Hmm. Imagine what Eddie is going to do just for Lish to get that title.
that's
If you
true.
know, you know.
And they
If
do
you know,
have,
you know.
yeah. They also have a tag team match coming up on 1,000.
They absolutely do.
So
I'm sure we'll end up going over that next week. Because by then they will have like all of the matches that's supposed to be announced for not only Victory Road, which I think they have all the matches for Victory Road, just not Countdown, or maybe not all the matches just yet, but also the matches that will be happening for the 1,000 episode.
correct, which is crazy. Um, we see a little debacle between the boys. The boys have just, man, they're just not getting it together. Cannot find their way. Of course, Trey and Zach being the new champions. Chris Sabin and Shelly, they seem to act like they don't care, but let's be honest. Chris Sabin is without a championship. I know he feels some type of way. This shit doesn't, you don't do this in the mirror and think everything's fine. So we'll get to that a little later. Again, Lish is talking her shit. Eddie is right there. I love this. I cannot even I told myself that I wasn't gonna go all out, no pun intended, with this one because I'm waiting. Because I know when things start to transpire. Look at the face. Like she's really like I don't know.
All
She's
I
not
like I told you, all I hear is my 2K character when she talks. Like
yeah.
honestly, y'all who've been here for game night, y'all remember the voice of my 2K character.
Yes.
Close your eyes and you're listening to Alicia Edwards.
Crazy.
Literally.
Literally.
Um I
But yeah,
think Trinity can deal if Eddie is gonna be ringside for this match.
100%.
Trinity has beaten some men before. She smacked the shit out of Jay Vidal. Um This is
100%.
Eddie. I'm sure Mr. Kazarian will be somewhere
Oh, he
floating
will.
around
He
to
will.
try to make a save.
And what's gonna be so crazy is if
Well, I
they
don't think she's not. I wouldn't say she's a character. What I'm saying is, if you listen to my 2K character, her and Alicia Edwards sound just alike.
just
If
like
you
yeah,
close your eyes, you're thinking that that's Alicia Edwards. Now, who's actually the voice character for My Rise 2K for the women? I have absolutely no idea. However, if like I said, if you close your eyes, this literally like Alicia Edwards talking. Same thing.
same thing. That was it for now when it comes to the women because we did have that one knockouts match. What y'all not gonna do is come over here and complain about it.
They don't watch it anyway, so what they gonna complain about?
There was way more. We saw Trinity. There's also a couple other things that we'll talk about that I was very not sure what direction we were going. Crazy Steve, it said Crazy Steve was in action, and when I tell you the man was in action, he was in a horror film. He literally tried to take the eyeballs out of the socket of Speedball Mike Bailey. Before we move on, I want to say we do have an interview with Eddie Edwards available now, and we also have an interview with Speedball Mike Bailey. We will also have an interview dropping for Kevin Knight next week on the 999 episode. And now we have a totally different outlook on things. So we'll have a surprise interview coming soon. But
We do
yeah,
a
tomorrow.
totally different outlook on things. Like, what the hell does that mean?
That's
I
just
don't even. Yeah, I don't understand. Sometimes when Nikki be talking, I don't. I promise you, I do not know what half of the shit she be talking about. I know what she
Jesus.
means, but I'm also like, what outlook are we talking about?
Just a different outlook.
This is not a great outlook. Honestly, this is
No, this is not. No, no, no,
this
no.
is this
No, I
man
wasn't
tried to kill
pertaining
him
it
with a
to this.
fork. Oh well, this man tried to kill him with a fork.
No, he did.
But like I mean, he was finna be using his eyes as meatballs with the fork. Like
It's
it's a baby
disgusting.
shower. I'm flabbergasted.
It's disgusting. And I truly feel like there was no reason for him to get put in this position. But
Man,
he
you
did.
know, knock down everybody.
Everybody. Officials try to do what they
Jesse
can.
Joseph.
Our thoughts are with Speedball at this moment.
Girl,
We
he
don't.
fine.
Okay. Do
He's
you
you
know?
gotta, you know. I do know.
He might be disturbed
Girl,
mentally,
he'll be alright.
just
He'll
like
pop up.
your granddaddy is doing with Bully Ray. Now, Bully Ray has is now suffering the consequences of messing with PCO, and PCO is not going to PCO is not going to let up. And I think that Bully is scared. He is. Joseph, he's scared shitless.
Well, he was talking all that shit last week
He was.
on the screen, laid out on the couch, titties out, and was saying some wild things.
Titties
and
out
was
is
saying
good.
and was saying some very distasteful things about my granddad. And now you paying the price. Don't run now. What are you scared for? You was talking all that shit last week, and
True.
now he in your face. You know, like what? Every time I come around, you don't want to post up. So like, but now that I'm here, you
Oh.
don't have nothing to say. You who's the bully now?
Mm,
Ray. Okay.
damn. Bully Ray, I hope you can find your way home. Stop messing with this crazy man, even though that is Santana Granddaddy. We love him. I think they're gonna have a great match. This feud is great. This is what I feel like. I don't know. I'm still gonna like the way that Eddie and PCO
Mm-hmm.
just it just felt right. Bully and PCO, it's gonna I feel like have that same effect. I'm not gonna be able to give it. I'm not gonna be able to give anything over that Eddie and PCO. I just because it just went on and on. Like we're talking about like if we're being honest, a full year, even with him being in Honor No More. You know, like that went on for such a long time,
Yeah, he
even
kept
to recently.
trying.
You know,
He kept trying to write it right in front of my face too.
that is true.
And Nikki just over there eating it up.
I've seen PCO do some crazy shit. I would never forget he had that match with uh damn, what is his name, girl?
Like yellows.
Yeah, Gallows. Girl,
Doc
that shit was terrible. Like it was so girl, they ran. It was awful. It was not in a bad way, like it was a horrible match. It was just so crazy. They had ran into the damn table, not the announce table. Like this is a table where they ring the bell.
Hmm.
It was just awful. People were on the floor.
You love to see her.
And then he faced what was that match that he wrestled? It was a dark match. They never put it on TV. I don't even know who he was against. This man does that flip
Mm-hmm.
off the top rope, like his whole body. Girl, the man is nuts. Eric Young does get a win over Khan. Of course, I don't feel like there was any way to let Eric Young look weak. I think he's quietly gonna make his way to the Impact World Championship, but he's gonna have to focus. Now, I think the design is Good God.
Yeah, photo.
It's crazy.
The blind the hell out of me.
It's crazy.
Gee, I just put new contacts in. Oh my God.
Hello. But yeah, Eric Young is going to continue to push the mold, and he is Impact Wrestling. I think he's gonna be champion. Not like this year, but
Mhm.
I think he's gonna get a very honorable moment at Slammiversary. That's if, all else goes well. But I do see something just I don't know. Um, but then lo and behold, we saw Kushida get his victory on BTI. He is now ready for his X Division Championship match. And he will have to go through Leo Rush, which is, to me, Leo Rush is not going to in any way allow anyone to take this title off of him. The way that he defeated Chris Sabin to become champion, it should really be studied. I love that song. Just so I love that. And I think Chris Sabin should give up on trying to get the X Division Championship. Not wrestling though, because he's actually a really good wrestler. He's better than honestly, him and Shelly are like better than half of like not even I would even say like Sabin and Shelly are probably better than 75% of what's going on. And the only reason I can tell you that is because they they wrestle in a way that it just doesn't stop. And it's all the time. They've been on every card that I've ever gone to.
Mhm.
That's pertaining to Impact Indies, blah 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 blah. Do you think it's too early for Kushida? Or do you think it's
I mean, well, it kind of depends on how long is Leo going to be here. Wise, you know what I'm
mm,
saying? Like, how long is he going to stay in Impact Wrestling? We know Kushida, he's gonna always find his way back to Impact, whether he's, over in New Japan and everything like that. My only my only thing is that it would be nice for Kushida to get this victory. Um, but I don't think I, I'm in a tough situation because I do like Kushida, but I also feel like I don't see Leo losing his title
no.
anytime soon.
No.
But if they wanted to do that at Victory Road, I wouldn't mind it or anything. But do I feel like I see Leo Rush losing at this any period like right now? Probably not.
Yeah. Joseph says Chris will want a 10th reign as X Division champion. What's funny about that is
He's never got his though.
people in hell want water, Joseph.
They have water. It's warm.
They don't have it. People in hell want water. And Chris Sabin is not gonna do that.
Well, how do they drink? Like, what if they throw
No,
it?
no one's well, I don't know. I'm not gonna get all biblical. But according to that thing that y'all read, everyone's still
Thing?
yeah, it's because it's just
Thing we read?
yeah, thing.
Really?
Yes.
That's something my mother would say. Like, she'd be like, really? Like, when I say something that's crazy out the way,
Right.
really?
It's according everyone's in paradise.
You
If you don't
see?
know, look it up. I'm
Why
not a
would you say
priest.
that?
Just because that's what was on my mind.
We need Cody Rhodes
Tatum
here.
versus
Bless,
Shelly, maybe in
bless,
our future. Stephanie talking
bless
about
this show. Yeah, and bring on. We need Cody Rhodes to come bless this show.
no, we don't know what Cody Rhodes believes in.
What we do know is that he needed $10. All right.
Jordan Grace has become the epitome, in my opinion, of someone who it's so weird that she's
I'm sorry.
coming back from such a weird like spectrum.
I can't look at this photo without thinking about what I said earlier.
What did you say earlier?
They're from the backside. Jordan Grace looks like John Cena.
Oh, that's crazy. John Cena is nuts. I didn't hear you say that.
Shout out to John Cena because he will be here tomorrow.
Shout out to John Cena if you're listening. We always say this. Thank you, John. Following. John Cena is nuts. I never remember
What?
John's hair being like that.
Well, it's not like that, but if you like, you go from like the shoulder blades on down, you can't see me.
That's crazy. Yeah, that is crazy. I'm glad we're not doing that on Raw.
Oh my God, what if he pops up on Monday Night Raw?
Okay. But we're here to talk about Jordan Grace, not John Cena. We can save that for tomorrow. SmackDown show, make sure you pull up. But Jordan Grace is on her way back to Impact Wrestling.
That she is.
And I think she's going to have a very
Somebody is waiting
interesting
for her.
meet. Yeah, someone is definitely waiting for her. And the one person that's waiting for her is the 3-time Knockouts World Champion, former ROH Women's World Champion, former AAA Raina Del Reigns champion as well, and seeking as of now to just continue to be the face of Impact Wrestling in the Knockouts division. Deonna seems to be taking this loss very heavy.
Yeah.
But that does not mean that Deonna's going to sit around and not do anything. Deonna is known for challenges. What's so funny to me is people tend to forget the challenge that was accepted by Julia was eventually and always going to be presented by Deonna Purrazzo. Deonna Purrazzo is the queen of challenges. She knows how to call out her opponent. And that's exactly what she did tonight with Gia Miller standing there. Deonna Purrazzo makes it very clear. Jordan Grace, I am not impressed by anything that you're doing. I beat you 0-4. Come beat me and you, Victory Road. And I'm here, like, I say this every time. I feel like a parent who's watching their child become the greatest of all time. And that's exactly what Deonna is doing. And Jordan is doing that as well. Like, both of them are equally finding their way.
They are.
They really are. And do you think, and I'm going to ask this for the chat as well. Do you think that Jordan Grace is going to accept the challenge? And do you think that Jordan Grace can finally beat Deonna Purrazzo?
I mean, well, the match has already been set.
Oh, the match was announced.
It's already been set. So
okay, well then
challenge is very much accepted. Does Jordan Grace finally beat her greatest rival? I feel like with this return for Jordan, she's in a different mindset. I want to say she's had time to take off and, you know, get in touch with her inner self.
Yeah.
And maybe that one thing in mind that she's always had was that I've never had a chance to beat Deonna. I've faced Deonna 4 times and I have always ended up coming up short somehow, some way, whether it's for a championship or not. I continue to end up losing, or Deonna continues to get the best of me. Now's about that time I get the best of Deonna, because Deonna still has an open wound. She tapped twice to Trinity. Trinity is the first woman to make her tap in Impact Wrestling since she's been here.
And not only make her tap, but tap her twice.
Like same finisher. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like with Jordan, she has a lot of motives. And that motivation that she has is to defeat Deonna and go after that Knockouts championship after Trinity is done with Alicia Edwards.
Which is going to be so interesting. I think Deanna stays in that title picture, but
She finds her way. Every
it's
she
always
does.
there's always going to be a time. Do
Mhm.
I think that Deanna can pull off one more reign? Absolutely. Absolutely.
Of course.
Do I think it could be this year? I don't know, but something that Las Vegas
Hard to kill.
hard to kill. Something that has eaten at Deanna for such a long time, taking the loss to Mickey James in the Texas Death
Mhm.
Match. Recently not being involved in that match. She was fighting
Mhm.
for the four-way
And lost.
and lost.
Mhm.
To watching what she did at the Globe Theater in LA, that was such a magical. Deanna is so relentless, would be
Mhm.
the best way that it's you go from having 2 championships to 1 championship to no championship to
Mhm.
getting beat down, not being in the picture, getting another reign. Like it's been a wild time
It
for
has.
Deanna Purrazzo. Um, and I think that Jordan needs this more than anything.
Of course.
Jordan,
That's your return. Now, if you lose on a return,
you're not gonna hear the end of this for
it's
me.
about time to put you in the Masha Slimovich category.
That is true. With that being said, we do have interviews with Jordan Grace and a few with with both of them actually, Jordan Grace and Deanna Purrazzo. So make sure you check those out. Very insightful information. Now, I told you we were going to get to this a little later. Anyone that belongs to Trey belongs to me. I support them in the same way. That there's a long list of their people. Long list. And Zach is very high on that list. Not only. Speaking of John Cena makes another appearance here tonight at Impact.
Johnson is gonna always make an appearance at Impact.
Yeah.
Even if you can't see him, he's gonna always be here.
For those that are listening, and if it's John Cena, I have a bag, if you don't know, and it's a sticker of Zachary Wentz, and he's saluting John Cena. And John Cena is actually in the. Run over to YouTube if you can and look at it. But yeah, good times. Good times, buddy. But tonight, Shelly,
Put
you
that on
should
my
have just
bag.
stayed in the back. You should have just stayed in the back. Like, what are we doing here? And then Saban gets the win over the champion.
Remember what you said? They give him whatever they want.
They give him whatever they want.
Why am I not surprised? This man got a gray beard and beating young talent. If you don't get your Just for Men ass out of here,
That's how that weed they be smoking.
I don't know what it is.
That is, it's how that weed they be smoking. I don't
They are facing them at Victory Road, which we will show you the match cards as we progress to the end.
Oh yeah.
Baby, they was announcing back-to-back matches. Like they got everything up as of right now for Victory Road. So
yeah, which is next Friday.
Next Friday.
We will be doing the post show that Sunday. We'll do the post show, or if things go the way that we want them to go, which is not always what we get, we might just do the post show that Saturday night. But either way, you'll be informed. We haven't even talked about it.
Yeah, we have not.
So I know we're not doing it Friday. Well, that's not true.
We'll say we can.
Well, because y'all don't do. Never mind. Y'all don't do it as long.
No.
By the time I'm off work,
we can keep it under 100. I mean, not 100, but
good. What you?
Listen. Let me tell you something. It is a new day. I I am tired. I am
That's
sleeping.
plain talk.
I am.
Yeah,
Well,
we can do it. We'll do it Friday night after.
we can keep it on.
We'll
Okay.
see if yeah, we'll
I'm gonna
see.
do
We'll probably do it.
some stuff.
You know you're gonna get it either way.
Oh.
Anyway, Sabin, whatever. Now. Girl, he's a loser, girl. They're losers.
Oh.
Sabin.
Oh.
No, I was doing the
because like
girl, if I want to call them losers, I will call them losers. Now they are beefing with my bros, but
who are your bros?
Trey and Zach.
Girl, they started bothering them. Okay, let's be clear.
But to be fair, this feud it just now got to Impact.
They who started it over? Who started it first?
Who started it in Peter Revolver?
Yeah.
To be honest, Trey and them stole the titles.
Oh, okay. So once again,
it was friendly at first. It was friendly.
Here and causing more and have caused more problems.
I don't know. I don't know if it's caused problems. I think it's just payback.
I think it's some bullshit. So that
and I think the world
when the Detroit Machine Gun Kellys are walking out Victory Road, then everybody mad.
Then they're gonna have to go back to Detroit, and that's enough said.
Well, they gotta go to Flint. They gotta go through Flint first.
That's disgusting. I don't even know if I rode through Flint. I went through Toledo, which is a nice place.
I feel bad for anybody who's from Detroit, Flint. Well, I don't
know if I feel bad, but I feel
because like
bad if you live.
You know, they get talked about every week.
If you live in Flint,
they still got water.
I do. It's not the fact that they don't have water; it's the fact that their water is highly contaminated.
Oh, the crisis is not over, boy.
Yeah, it's highly. This is something that's been going on for like. And I'm not even exaggerating. This has been going on for almost like 50 years, if not longer. And there's other places that are like this too. They're just not talked about. But we're not here to talk about Flint. So. They were included with their interaction with the Good Hands, and they called the Rascals broke because they said they spent their money on.
Wow.
Yeah. They said they spent their money trying to get the Good Hands, and the Good Hands was like, "What the hell are you talking about?" I'm very impressed by both of these gentlemen. I've said this before. Jason Hodge, where the hell is Alan Angels though?
Girl, he's still embarrassed by losing the Heat.
Yeah, that's okay. He'll be back. Oh yeah. Let me get a joy, yeah. You're not feeling it?
No.
Okay.
I was never feeling it from a jump. Shout out to you for getting a personality, but as far as anything else, I don't give a damn what Mr. Cult Leader do.
Yeah. It's really not much here.
Pack it up.
Yeah. This is what got on my nerves. Tommy Dreamer comes out as Kenny King is. It's almost like a celebration. I don't know, but he needs to. Kenny King is so stuck in the 2000s with this whole pop my collar shit. Please.
Yeah, what was that song name? Popping my collar.
Ever since I can remember, I've been popping my collar.
Hey,
that was the thing. Like, and then if you went to school and you had to wear a
polo shirts and you had them both, yeah.
That was that Fabo shit though. I know
a big Soldier Boy glasses.
Yeah. Hey, I'm trying to tell you. Ever since I can remember, but yeah, you had to like. And what I used to do is I used to wear like a white one and put a blue one up under it. Man, that shit was so icy. Like I used to just love because it was different if I put a white one up under it. I don't know, it just didn't hit the same.
Like I know y'all were hot as
I put blue colors because that was the only colors we could wear. Like
they have like a color on top of a color. You get to spice it up a little bit.
Girl, that was the shit. But yeah, Tommy Dreamer, girl, let me tell you something. You
Mhm.
need to sit.
Our
Yeah.
CEO is very active right
Yeah, she is very active tonight. That's why I
now.
was like, why is she? I had to realize who.
Right, right,
Shout
very
out to TK. She is not in. Um, if you go back and watch the episode, if you go back and watch the episode of SmackDown with the Salt Shakers the night before SummerSlam, you can hear TK. You can hear the CEO. If you want to get to know the CEO, she's there. But yeah, Kenny girl, be him, please. Senseless. Macklin's going through it. He can't figure himself out, but he does know he's gonna beat the shit out of Josh Alexander. He still has his mindsets on everything that he felt like
Mm-hmm.
Josh kind of took from him in a sense. But who really took from him was Shelly. So
That is very accurate.
there's that.
Y'all show no pain.
That's disgusting. Next week we will have a match
It's an anime.
between. You said what?
It's an anime reference
Oh,
from Naruto. Thou shall no pain. That what he said before he almighty push and
I'm
then
gonna
destroy the whole village.
I'm gonna try to get into anime.
I mean, you're already wearing a deadbeat on your shirt.
Thanks for not.
So yeah,
Thanks for
not denied, but
no. The person I have on my shirt tonight is actually missing. So if
yeah,
you
we're
see
trying to locate
Tasha's here.
Leva, and obviously they forgot the seasoning somewhere,
Yeah,
and we're trying to just locate it. They have been playing around a lot on social media, toying with a lot of people,
right.
and it's quite disrespectful and offensive.
To us,
Very much so.
because what's crazy is we got because when I'm there, Santana's there, so I always say we, but we did get an opportunity to talk to the beautiful people today, and in my opinion, two of the heaviest
Hmm.
inspirations for the Salt Shakers, the beautiful people,
Hmm.
but also Fire and Flavor.
Yeah.
That's literally like Kiera, period, Boricua badass, but in a more different, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's us. Tasha, you can come on home, baby.
Yeah, bring Kiera with you. I don't care what y'all. I don't care what everybody else got going on.
Yeah,
Try it over here. Everybody.
yeah.
So
That's all we need.
yeah. But next week we do have Subculture
We do.
versus Rich Swan and Sammy Callahan next week. Very interesting match there to see. We also have Josh Alexander and PCO versus the bitch Ray and Steve Macklin.
You gonna disrespect him like that?
We also have Leo Rush versus the Jet Kevin Knight. Um, Once again, that interview will be dropping really soon. And I
Yes.
am in charge.
Next
I
Thursday.
have been, yeah, and I have been assigned to do the article, which I have not started on yet.
Girl, why are you telling you really tired? Because why are you telling these folks your business as the editor in chief? Girl, what the hell?
Because I don't have any business.
Hey, if you're here,
It is always told, no matter what, even if I don't even know.
yeah,
Sometimes I find out on the show. I tell you what.
we run a tight ship.
Type my ass, pause. Also, we have Deanna Purrazzo versus Danny Luna.
Yeah,
Also,
that would be our storyline here at WWT is according to our CEO. I'm always dragging Santana into everything.
this is very true, honestly. But I don't mind it because
No,
I
there
enjoy
are
it.
times where I do ask if it's something that I know. If it's something that I know Santana's not doing necessarily with me, then that's a little different. That's the easiest way that I can explain it. So if it's something that Santana has to do like on her own, whether it's editing or a graphic, I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna be like, But if it's something like a post show or something, I just kind of Santana's
Nikki
just
feel like
there.
she just can't do it without me.
No, I
Like
can't.
she feels like
I
it's not
can't.
going to be fun if I'm not there
No, it's
because
not gonna be fun. It's not gonna be
obviously,
done accurate.
I mean, I have nothing to do with that.
Exactly.
I'm
We have
just,
a digital.
I am a host here as well, but
Yeah,
I only host on my shows
that's
sometimes.
true.
So
That's true. Well,
unless
she did host this
there we go.
past Monday.
I did.
I was at NWA.
hmm I host Friday
Um,
Night SmackDown.
yeah,
And when it's my turn to run game night like it is this weekend, I will sort of be doing the introduction. But after that,
yeah. We'll have
it'll be
well, we don't know if Said is gonna pop up, but Said was invited
by Nikki.
by Nikki. Yes,
Putting
we are
this.
gonna get some other hosts to come on who will also be invited by me as
I don't
well.
invite nobody.
No,
I
we
ain't
will.
kicking with you, taking with you nothing. Give me my damn necklace back. But also, Victory Road, ladies and gentlemen, is fastly approaching next Friday, September the
It is.
8th. We have a digital media championship title versus career. Kenny King is going to end the career of Tommy Dreamer and send his ass home packing with his old ass.
Thank God we're on the same page.
Mhm.
These are not predictions. No,
Look,
before we get to this, please go back. Go back. Thank God we're on the same page about something. I do think that, we're not going to get into the predictions, but I agree with that
about
wholeheartedly.
that time, Mr. Dreamer.
Don't be disrespectful to Bully Ray.
What dreams and nightmares? Okay.
You tried this shit with Eddie.
What I do?
You tried this with Eddie.
What did I try?
The disrespect.
Did I try or did it happen?
It happened.
Okay. Bully Ray versus my friend in the PCO in an anything goes match. I really don't know what the fuck is gonna happen in this match, but anything goes. And I feel like my granddaddy might put the bull down.
Oh shit. I
It's
think
gonna
Devon is gonna come out.
That's very possible because I mean he is at the
Like
Impact 1000.
why wouldn't he though?
Why would he not? I mean, what
Like
makes sense, and they're gonna do a 3D in the table on the fire and some shit.
yeah.
I'm not giving y'all no ideas because I'll listen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's true.
What?
Oh,
We're here. Josh Alexander versus Steve Macklin. First time ever. A dream match that Nikki has been waiting on. Thought maybe the title would have been involved at some point with this. This was the goal, but just happy to have this match here, 1-on-1. First
this is
time
my
ever.
this is my whole life, and I'm gonna compare it to something, and I know people may not agree. This is gonna give me, because I know this match is gonna be good, because I've
Mhm.
rarely seen any bad matches from either one of these.
Yeah.
It's giving me New Age Kurt versus Brock Lesnar.
And Macklin is Brock Lesnar.
Absolutely. And I do think that Josh is gonna end up winning, but that may change. That may not be my prediction. But this is my whole existence. And I love Moose too, because I do want Moose to get back in the title picture. But this is my this is my whole existence. Like the whole existence in Impact Wrestling.
It's gonna be a great time, I will say. All right. We also have the Impact World Tag Team Championships on the line. The Rascals versus Detroit Machine Gun Kellys. We know what it is like when the Machine Gun Kellys are in tag matches and the titles are on the line. So we're gonna hope for the best that they don't win these titles, and maybe there's friction between those two.
Not you plotting.
I am. Just like they still plotting to figure out if they're going to get that water and Flint fixed. Also, we have the X Division Championship, Lio Rush versus Kushida. Don't know how this is going to turn out. Really don't know, but I'm sure when we give our prediction next week, we'll have all that taken care of for you. Also, the Virtuosa, Deonna Purrazzo versus the Juggernaut, Jordan Grace. This is match number
0
5.
and 4.
This is the
0 and
WrestleMania streak for Deonna Purrazzo over Jordan Grace. To be honest, like Jordan, this is your return. You're making your return back at Victory Road, girl.
Let's get
Gotta
it.
make something happen. And last but not least, we have the Knockouts World Championship. Trinity taking on my Mirage 2K character, Alicia Edwards. I don't know what's gonna happen here, but I'm sure as it leads up to Victory Road, I don't know if Trinity is gonna be in the best condition.
I don't know either.
I
Hardcore country.
mean, because since you wrestling overseas and you making your return to the ring, Miss Country, happy
Imagine
birthday.
her popping up at All Out.
Oh, girl. Happy belated birthday to you, by the way, as well as Trey and
Belated birthday to Jazz.
Alicia, Jazz. A lot of
Alicia
y'all had
Taylor.
birthdays this week. That I could not keep up with, but happy belated birthday to all of you and everything like that.
Yes.
Yeah. We are for the main event.
Main event time. Jake something gets his shine. I'm pissed about this because I think Moose, Eddie, and Brian should have won.
Mr. Jake something got the victory for him
He did.
too.
He
He
did.
absolutely did.
The same way Moose pinned Josh Alexander.
Mm-hmm.
And Emergent. Jake something gets his victory.
He does. Mr. Bravo and Mr. Bitch Dango was down there watching the competition or
Which
whatever.
was
I don't really like how this photo turned out because it looks very
well, they looked like they were humping, period.
Yeah, it's definitely salad tossing
Oh god.
in the making.
We are finna get the hell out of here. That is nuts. One last thing before we get out of here. It is gaming night. That will be the next time you see us. Now, you have to go and watch WWE Payback post show first. There's a possibility we'll be on here a little later than 11:30.
Mm-hmm.
We do know is that we will be playing as Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair for gaming night on Fortnite. So I hope y'all
I get our first victory, man. Somehow me and Nikki always end up being like top 2.
Top 2.
Like almost every time we're top 2. Either some shit just fucking happens or what, but
we're gonna be very transparent.
Yeah.
This could be 3 hours.
You have no idea.
Like this, we are mentally preparing. It's 9/9.
Mm-hmm.
That's Saturday, but it might be 9/10.
Mm-hmm.
We are preparing for a victory.
We are.
So
let us hope and pray that does transpire. Because it's something that we're gonna work hard to get.
It is.
I would say. You know. Oh yeah, they did announce the 10-woman tag match. Gail Kim, Awesome Kong.
Yes, that. Oh Lord. We will talk about that more as it develops.
Yeah.
We did get to talk about that today earlier on the media call. There's an article with some of the notes. There's also the entire we attached the entire call. So you can actually see the entire call. That match was actually announced on that call.
The first
part of history. So much history in Impact Wrestling. I'm truly blessed that we are here at Women's Wrestling being able to be a part of that. And we might have some I think Katrina might be there at the 1000 episode. So we'll have to see about that. And then I won't be there. Santana won't be there, but we will be in Memphis for Memphis Mayhem to get all of the things for Bound for Glory. And if all else goes all as planned, we will be at Bound for Glory as well. So we're just taking it week by week because Jesus. We have a quick message as you know, as we are gearing up for our gaming world, we have a quick message before we get out of here from Shayna Baszler.
Yeah. Now I'm going to go off. This is Shayna, the Queen of Spades Baszler, and you're watching Women's Wrestling Talk.
Thank you, Shayna.
Thank you, Shayna. We are going to leave with the commercial that will include all of our shows, but it doesn't include gaming night. It doesn't include Rising Sun Rundown, and it doesn't include the AEW Collision and AEW Rampage show. So make sure you check out all of the shows.
Mhm.
There is a rundown on Twitter. There's a guide for you, so make sure you scroll and check that out. But thank you for tuning in with the Salt Shakers. You have been invited and welcomed and warmed to the Shakers Den. You'll get more of the Shakers Den in 2024. We're gonna do something really explosive here. Maybe, get to know us a little more. But enjoy the break. Enjoy the outro. Enjoy Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. And here is a word and message from our CEO, our TK, as she likes to call herself, the real TK.
Hey peeps, TK Trinidad here, boss lady of Women's Wrestling Talk. And I want to say thank you so much for watching, because you've got millions of options. Plus, you don't have to worry about sharing your password to check us out. But while you're here, hopefully you know we have so many more shows to watch, like Turnbuckle Glam, Raw post-show, WoW post-show, AEW Dynamite post-show, Women's Wrestling Army post-show, NXT post-show, Impact Wrestling post-show, AEW Rampage and SmackDown Live post-show, On the Scroll, ROH post-show, WWT Live, plus all of our interviews with the hottest women's wrestlers in the game. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Check out our website at www.talkpod.com and follow us on all social media platforms at www.talkpod, and make sure to spread the word. That means send this to the group chat. Yes, even the person with the green bubble. Thanks again so much for watching Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. Ciao for now.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet.